Now the significance of crossing this bridge is we're leaving Saarbrücken and going over to Old Saarbrücken, and that there is the Schloss, otherwise known in English as the castle. And it's not really that impressive, but it's quite a nice wall. And that's another church. Now here we are over the Autobahn, and the sun is going down because it's early in the year. And well, there's people on the way anyway. They're looking at me funny because they think I'm an alien. Well, there's another nice church out there if you like nice churches. But here's the old rat house, which means city hall. Rat means like, how would you say rat? Advice house. And there's the front of the castle. And over on the left, for people who care, is a place where you can drink coffee in the spring, summer and fall. And if you're an Auslander, foreigner, you can learn how to speak German up there, because there's a school for learning German. Now here in the summer, especially on Sundays, this place would be packed. And if you don't believe me, go to the website anticult.org, and there's a few pictures of it. We're going to go right over the cliff, the wall. So the sun's going down here, and it's going, this is at the castle wall. The castle wall is quite old, older than the castle. It used to be, I don't know, but they dug something up on the other side, and it was a long time ago, and they had underground prisons and shit like that. And we could talk about the floods, but I guess that's not that interesting. Oh, and out behind, what you probably can't see at this resolution, is the biggest chimney around, and they burn a lot of coal there, but they burn it so that it's not too stinky, and that's really nice. And actually today you can see the hills for a long way. Alright, so now we're at the back of the castle. The castle isn't owned privately, it's the city owns it, and they have different events in there, including a tourist bureau, and I've seen a few plays in there. And over there, they buried one of the millions of parking lots, and now it's a nice grassy area. And that's, here underneath is the garden to the castle. And if you look out through between the branches, you will see the Schwarzenberg Turm, which won't matter, but that's on top of another mountain, or a hill. And there you see the church over there. Now this garden's a bit of a secret, so I shouldn't really tell anybody about it, but it's usually very quiet, and you can hardly even hear the Autobahn, even though it's just around the corner. And in the summer, if you're looking for a place to chill, right in the middle of the city, this ain't a bad place. And there you can see the grassy area on the other side of the river there, and then a little farther down where we were yesterday in the snow is where everybody hangs out when it's warm enough. And then you'll see a couple of people biking along and riding along. This is just a short joke. The bitch is stoned. Oh, fuck. Pretty grimy, I know. There's another picture of our lovely Stadttheater with churches in the back. Another quick look. There's a boat where you can drink beer. And the Stadttheater. And the river. And a human. Yeah, the sound of traffic. There it says Saarbrücken. Over there across the street there is the music high school for people who want to learn how to play music, and I think you learn how to do math and read stuff like that as well. Is the Bismarckbrücke. That's where we were on that yesterday as well. Okay, we're back on the Bismarckbrücke. There's cars going, people going, and if we look over the bridge we will see young human beings playing soccer, but we're not going to wait to see them do any great moves because everybody knows everybody plays soccer in Germany. And this place here is also usually quite full of humans doing sunbathing things. The sand is all brought in by truckload, and the beach, as they like to call it, or Potato Island, is about 2 years old. Well, there's something nice about Saarbrücken. That building there houses young people with no homes. Well, I mean, there's a home there. And old people, so they mix the young people with the old people, which is an interesting concept. And those are pigeons over there. Now that down there is the beginning of where everybody sits in the spring, summer, and fall. Down the river. And for those interested in architecture, there is some right there. Old stuff. It's probably not typical, because a lot of typical stuff has been blown up in the war. And we're just about home. The street will take me home. I heard a comedian once say that he was in Germany and he couldn't find any signs. I find that a little hard to believe, because everywhere you look is a sign. Blocking up the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign? There it is, the long barren street like anywhere in North America might look. So, typical Germany, we haven't really seen much of it. So, that's it. Well, just so you know that I sometimes wear shoes, those are my shoes. And they're walking on my feet. Let's do a little plug for the Asian market. That's it. It's little, but the fruit is usually not too old, and they have watermelon in the summer. So, that's your John Raw tour of Saarbrücken, and we'll be back when some kind of major event happens. Alrighty?